Yep.
Hey, Paul.
Hello, watch lovers. You know
How
what
you
time
doing?
it is. Here we are, Monday night. Now, we have got a great show for you tonight. Kaylie Jonilda, producer Gavin.
Producer Gavin.
Producer Gavin.
Producer, it gets worse, Spence.
Wow.
And we've got Paul Thorpe. Have we bring him in?
Hey, there he
And
is.
the main man, Roman Shaft,
The main
Luxury
man.
Bazaar, all the way from Pennsylvania.
At the Bitcoin show.
There you go. You're at the Bitcoin show, aren't you? Welcome, Roman. Welcome, Paul. How are you both doing?
Good.
Doing well.
There we go.
Hey, Roman.
How's the Bitcoin show doing, Roman?
Well, I'm trying to make these crypto nerds to part with their cryptocurrency and convert it into watches, something a bit more tangible.
There you go. Instead of them buying NFTs and pictures of dogs, they're now going to buy real life, real watches.
Exactly.
Perfect. Guys, welcome along to everybody this evening. Great to have you with us live on a Monday night. Girls, you're looking as lovely as ever,
Thanks.
of course. Now, the reason why we've got Roman and Paul on with us is because, Spencer, where are we off to?
We're off to Miami. God knows what we're going to do. Can you imagine being with Paul for 8 days? I wouldn't wish it on anyone, Gav. What have we done here?
to be fair,
What are we doing
the
here?
upside is we're going to see Roman, which is
Yeah.
great. But I just want to share this with everybody. Pop it in the comments what you think Paul's middle name is, because we've had the pleasure of looking at his passport for the past couple of days. Please pop in the comments what you think Paul's middle name is, and we'll announce it in just a couple of minutes. Roman, when are you heading over to Miami?
He's
I
there
am in
now.
Miami.
He's
Yeah, oh,
there.
you're in Miami now.
That's-
Amazing,
I'm at the convention. I'm at the convention as we speak.
fantastic. Okay, so hey, there's everybody giving it a little wave. And how's business down there?
Good. I mean, this is more of the Bitcoin convention is more of an exposure thing rather than
Sure.
a sales thing. Although, I guess I can put my camera over here. Hold on a second. There we go. I mean, I did bring a few watches with me.
Just a few.
Just a few, and a few more.
And a few more.
And a few more.
Okay.
But this is more of an exposure thing. I'm one of the speakers at the convention. Actually, the biggest highlight of the show was Mark Cuban speaking this morning.
Oh, wow.
He gave a hell of a speech. By the way, it doesn't hurt to have that view. By the way, out of your
Oh my God,
No.
that's amazing.
Girls, that's the view we're having next week, by the
Yeah,
way.
okay, you don't need to keep rubbing it in.
Yeah, why can I only see Paul's ugly mug? Why can I? See
I don't know,
yours?
James, maybe you can feed our cameras
Exactly,
back into
I'm
the
same.
feed.
I can only see Roman.
That's amazing.
I love Paul to death and all, but
Okay, I'll leave the bods behind the scenes to see why you
Do
can't
you know
see
what
us.
it is, Kev? I'll tell you what it is. Roman can only see me. I can only see Roman. And I've got to tell you, it's starting to get a bit difficult.
Is it a bit awkward between the two of you?
it's a little bit awkward. I guess.
Roman, why don't you tell everybody why we're coming out to see you later on this week? What
We're gonna do
the
a
reason?
lot of exciting things. So there are 3 conventions that are going on here, starting with this Bitcoin convention, obviously moving on to the Miami Beach Antique and Jewelry Show, which it happens once a year. It's probably one of the most exciting shows down in South Florida, because outside of watches and jewelry, you also can buy a 20 million year old skull dinosaur, along with many other different type of antiques. It's a cool show for me because I like certain collectibles and antiques, so I tend to spend a lot of money at that show. But we also obviously display sell watches and jewelry. And then of course followed by that is going to be the IWJG show, which is comparable to the London show that some of you guys have seen us at, and except this one is B2B. So it's business to business, and it's a show that takes place here every month. It's a guild that's about 20 years old. We've been displaying at that show for over 10 years at this point. It's fast-paced, no nonsense, no pretty setups or booths such as this, and just business, B2B, B2B, B2B.
Fantastic.
At that show, we tend to do about $2 million worth of business in about a day and a half.
Amazing.
Wow.
We're really looking forward to coming seeing you.
Exactly. It's going to be exciting because besides Paul, besides you, besides Spencer, we're going to have Nico here, who's just landed. I'm actually having dinner with him tonight. We're going to have Watch Eric there. Anthony's going to fly in. So everybody who's anybody from the YouTube community and the watch space is going to be in one place, which is going to make it exciting. And after that, I'm really looking forward to hosting all of you guys in my office.
Absolutely.
Perhaps we'll do one big YouTube live with everybody on a panel, live sitting next to each other. as opposed to, being across the seas and me showing you palm trees while it's probably freezing in London right now.
I know, speaking on behalf of all of us, we're very excited to see you later on this week. And actually, all of us are very excited to head over after Miami and come and see you at your HQ, at your headquarters.
That would be awesome.
Fantastic. I know you're busy, so we're going to let you crack on with your day. Hope it goes really great for you, and looking forward to seeing you on Friday.
We'll see you on Friday, Roman.
Yes, guys, safe travels. I look forward to seeing you guys here in the flesh, and we'll have a great time.
Wonderful. Paul, stay exactly where you are. Cheers.
Bye.
Paul, some of the guesses for your middle name: Bartholomew. I think Paul's name is Edward or Christopher, Terence or Theodore. Rolex, someone said. Fauntleroy de Piffle.
Pardon?
What else have we got?
Quite like that one. That
Basil,
one's quite cool.
Freddie,
Fauntleroy de
Palm, Archibald the Fourth, Boise, Rodney, Danilo, Edwin. Oh, Cuthbert was a good one. That's from Russell, the Mad Watch Collector. Trigger was a good one. Aubrey, Malcolm, Francis. Amazing that nobody's actually guessed that your middle name, we can reveal, is
Ronald.
McDonald. Ronald, we're going to America with Ronald McDonald, Spence. Can you believe it?
Hopefully he'll get free McDonald's. What do you reckon?
Named after my dad, bless him.
I figured it would be, which is why we won't hold you to task on that one.
I don't mind. I'm proud of it, mate.
A big, very quick good evening to everybody. Wayne, Kelvin O, Long Finger, Uncle Jonga, Night Risk, Watchman, great to have you in. Steve Griffiths, Matt H, Stephen Holt, Chris Lamb, Heavenly Mark, Red Shovel. We are looking forward to seeing you in New York.
Flying out to see us.
Red Shovel's going to come. Unbelievable. I was expecting a WhatsApp from Greg to say, boys, what flight you on?
Yeah.
Greg, I'm not saying it's disappointing, but I really felt like there was going to be a call and you were going to say, I'm coming. I don't want to miss out on that one. But there we go. Paul, you've been central to lining this all up. Tell everybody, because I know Roman's audio was a little bit muted and he had background noise. What's our plans? What have you got lined up for us all?
Okay, so shall I just read out the whole itinerary?
Absolutely, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so we fly on Friday morning from Heathrow Airport. Me, you, and another guy. I can't remember his name at the moment. But yeah, come to me in a minute.
Yeah.
So we're flying out upper class, of course, from Heathrow on Virgin Atlantic. On Friday morning, we arrive in Miami Friday afternoon their time. We got the evening spare. Then Saturday, we got the Miami Jewelry and Antique show at the Convention Center. And on the Sunday evening on the 23rd, we're hosting a meet and greet at the Hyatt Regency Hotel in Miami, starting at 6 o'clock.
Just to shove in, Paul, if anybody wants to come and join us,
absolutely
email you on everyone knows your email address, doesn't it? It's,
but I'll put a video up. I'm putting another one up after this show ends about the New York date. So if anyone wants to come and meet us in either Miami or New York, if you check out my channel at the end of this live stream, there's details of both get-togethers. Then on Monday the 24th, we're at the Watch Show, which is, as Roman said, B2B, business to business, dealers only. Then we're doing, I believe, a live show from the convention.
We are.
I think it'll be about 3 o'clock US time, won't it?
So guys, next Monday for your 8 p.m. show will be myself, Paul, Spencer. We'll try and get Nico. We'll try and get Roman. Basically, we're going to have the live of all lives for an hour. I'll be putting out something across our Instagram channels and YouTube. If you want to fire questions in for any of the guys, we're looking forward to doing that for sure. So next Monday's live is going to be from your boyfriends in Miami. There we go.
That is going to be mega.
Yeah. What are we doing after
twice.
that? Yeah, Miami Vice, Miami twice. What are we doing after Miami?
Okay, so we fly out from Miami on the Wednesday the 26th. We're going to New York City, JFK Airport, and in the evening we're doing another meet and greet, 6 p.m. again, at a bar called Valerie, which is in just between 5th and 6th Avenue in New York. Again, details of that will be up after this live stream.
Paul, I believe Tim's going to be joining us as well, isn't he?
That's right.
Tim's joining us, yeah. I've had quite a few emails today from people both in New York and Miami saying they're going to come along. On the 27th, we're traveling to Roman's facility for filming. Which I believe is it Pennsylvania?
Correct.
Is it Pennsylvania?
That's right.
Yeah, Pennsylvania. Then we got a free day on the 28th. I'm going to try and get Spencer some different coloured T-shirts.
I've got a different one on tonight, Paul.
Oh,
There
we're
we
not
go.
doing the whole. We're not doing the whole shopping trip again, are we?
Hey, is that a green or a grey T-shirt you got
Go.
on there?
It's
Green.
It's the same. It's grey.
So it's a green
say
T-shirt
khaki.
adorned with a
Khaki.
black whatever it's called, cardigan or whatever they call that sort of thing. My granddad used to wear them, Spence. Do you know what, mate? They'll come back. Honestly, don't worry.
They'll come
back into
round
fashion
again,
one
yeah.
day.
Yeah.
One day.
A bit like the V-necks that you wear as well. Yeah, they'll be
That's
back
it.
soon.
Yeah.
Ian Nicholson's just popped in. Hey, Paul, I had a word with my friend who works at Heathrow Customs. All good for Spencer and Gavin to be strip searched.
Oh, lovely.
Excellent.
Your gloves ready.
Excellent.
Ian, please don't tempt fate because it wouldn't be the first time with me, I'll tell you.
Right. Wow.
I said to him, what do you think you're going to find up there? A new striker for Fulham? You're having a laugh.
Wow. And listen, I personally speaking, I am massively looking forward to spending time with all of you. Paul, we are not sharing a room. I'm just going to put that out there right away because I know Spencer wound you up and said you and Gav are sharing a room. We've all got our own rooms. You've got your own little piece of...
I really can't wait for us to go.
Yeah,
We're going to
it's
have
gonna be
so
a
much
lot of
fun.
fun.
Are you looking forward to it, girls?
So
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
Which part are you looking forward to the most? Waving us off at the airport?
They can't wait for me not to be in the office for a week.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
to
look,
be...
this is the situation, Gav. I'm going to hold Spencer to ransom here, right? Because look, guys, I'm going to film my room, and we'll see what sort of if Spencer's a cheapskate or not, right? So this is, let's just see what sort of facilities he's dealt me this time.
All right.
Because the last one wasn't too bad. The one before that was a little bit on the iffy side. So we'll see what hand he's dealt me in America.
Well, I'm going to tell you now, Paul. I booked your room.
Oh,
And
So-
you have got the broom cupboard. You're correct. You have.
And so I was sitting there going, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I've also selected your seat as well on the plane.
good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
I've booked all your COVID tests. I've got you, my man. And no, I'm not sorting out who's going to wash your car next week. That was a very nice message I got last night. Super excited. What do you think we can expect to see out at some of these sort of antique fairs and the watch show?
an unbelievable selection of just about any watch you could ever want, wish, or dream for. I'm a great lover of antiquities as well, and I'm interested to see what they've got on offer there. Funnily enough, the best antiquities that you'll see in Miami will have ultimately probably originated in the UK or France or Germany or Switzerland, or mostly in Europe, because that's where all the best antiques comes from. But you'll find a lot of English antiquities over in Miami for sale with American dealers.
Yeah. And Spencer, I know you've always done the European watch shows when we were part of the EU and everything else. So you must be excited to get over there.
I've been to the IWJG in Las Vegas before. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. And it's very similar but different. Obviously, they got different products, the same, but they love all the diamond set pieces. But it's going to be interesting. I wonder how it will compare today with what we sort of see.
Yeah. All I know is it's going to be one long 10 days. I think we all think of it as a great, obviously it's exciting, but it's going to be a lot of traveling, a lot of filming, a lot of lives. We're going to do some impromptu lives as well, and
the jet lag.
And the jet lag. How are you going to cope with the jet lag, Kaylie?
Oh my God, do you know what? I'm going to sleep. I'm going to have the best time.
Can I just tell you something? If Spencer's away from BQ, it just means basically you two are in charge.
We're in charge every day.
That's like leaving the nutters in charge of the asylum.
The lunatics running the asylum. We're in trouble.
Absolutely. So you've got Spencer's permission now to buy what you can buy what you want, or do you have to ring him up in the middle of the night,
They
wake him
do
up?
anyway, Gav. This
No,
is the
we're gonna
problem.
buy so many
This is
watches.
So many.
this is the problem. That's what happens anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Paul, we are super excited. I can't wait to see you on Friday. I know we're going to see you before then, just catching up on a few bits and pieces and just making sure you don't get flying sick or anything like that. I have to nurse you or anything, do you? You're okay. You're
No,
good, aren't
not
you?
at all, mate. No, I'm all right. If I am, I'll make sure it's over Spencer and not you.
Fantastic. You're so touched. That's amazing. Paul, we're going to love you and leave you. Thank you so much
you
for
very
joining
much.
us. I can't wait to see you, and I can't wait to share the experience with everybody next week.
Take
Paul.
care, guys.
Bye.
See you later, everyone.
Bye.
Guys,
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
super excited. I've been seeing all the comments fly through. Don't forget, obviously, give us a like, a thumbs up, give us an upvote. We love having you with us. On a personal note, I need a favour from some of our... Spencer can ask a favour from our subscribers.
Go on.
As most of you know, I don't work for Spencer, and I have to do a little live broadcast for one of my clients, but we don't do anything on YouTube. We have nothing to do with YouTube. But YouTube's rule says I have to have 50 subscribers, and I think I've got 47. And obviously I've run out of friends.
That's what you need to do.
I need if you can just click on and after this on YouTube, go to Gavsy Media, GAVSYMEDIA. There it is down there on the screen. Honestly, you don't have to watch any of the rubbish we've put up there. I just need you to subscribe for a couple of days so we can do a live broadcast for someone, and then I'm going to shut it off again. But that would be very, very much appreciated, and thank you very much for doing that. If you do have any questions for Kaylie or Jonilda specifically tonight, because,
Take my headphones.
seeing as they're, got the long
take them
hauls
off, right?
staying here. Yeah, you can all take your headphones off. If you've got any questions for Kaylie or Jonilda, then do pop them in the comments below. Now, remembering we are a watch show, ladies, what have you got on your wrists today?
Right, so there's only one watch that we can wear at the moment, I guess.
Yeah.
OP.
Kaylie, how have you
41
got that piece?
OP is 41 mils, but Kaylie's is a little bit more
Wow.
interesting than
Kaylie,
mine.
into
Mine
your
is the
mic, what have you
black
got
one.
on?
I have the 41mm Tiffany 2020 full set.
That's
What's
fantastic.
going on? I thought we had none
Take
of
it
those
off,
left.
take it off, take it off. I almost feel
I
like
told
in a
you
funny
I buy
kind of
stuff
way.
when you don't know.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. I feel like it's almost like a little bit controversial having it on, but here we go. Go on, Spencer, you hold it up. I'll do a little focus on it. There we go. The back a bit. There we go. That's the non-Tiffany Rolex OP in the
This
Pantone
probably
colour.
the most talked about piece.
It
in the
really
last
is,
4
isn't it?
weeks.
Crazy.
Seriously, it absolutely is.
Look, it is beautiful. We won't talk about the numbers because they're crazy, but we have one. at
Great
the
that you're finally getting a few in stock. What have you got on, Spencer? You can pop that down there.
I've got something a little bit different today.
Yes.
This is one of my favourites of all time. Gav, are you familiar with that piece?
That is a deep sea, isn't it? Am I right?
That's the Sea Dweller 4000, the 116600.
Yeah. Okay, talk me through that
And
watch.
this was, I think this ran for only 3 years, from 2014 to 2017. It was a very short run. And it's just a very tidy, clean watch. Being the Sea Dweller, you've got the gas escape valve there.
Yeah.
And you've got no date bubble.
Okay, let's just put your arm just there so everyone can absolutely see it. Okay, and let's have a look at the depth of there, because one of the things I notice about these watches is the depth of the
But
casing.
this isn't quite as deep as
the
No.
the Sea Dweller Deep Sea.
right. Okay,
So it's a bit larger than the sub, but
Yeah.
no date bubble.
and can Spencer, if I hope I'm not putting you on the spot, but how does the escape valve actually work? What actually is it for?
Couldn't tell you.
Well, if nothing else, Spencer, you're absolutely
no, I'll
honest.
tell you what I believe it is.
Yeah.
It's to release the pressure
Yeah.
if you're diving, but people don't really use it for that.
Right.
It's
Okay.
not really used.
There happens to be. Oh, shall I get to me first before we get to your
yeah,
next
Gav,
one?
what
then.
are you wearing?
What you got?
Well, interestingly, and this is really interesting because I'm actually wearing a swatch, but there's a story behind this. And sorry to lower the grade of the show once again with a swatch, but in 1984, I bought a swatch reference number GA100. Why GA? Because my name's Gavin Alexander. Little did I know that in 1984, the watch looks very, very much the same as this, which says "Don't be too late." Ended up being a very, very collectible swatch. And when I was in America over Christmas, I was trawling through an outlet store, and I found this watch, which is a re-release. It's not the original, because the original has Swiss-made written just underneath the hands. But they've re-released a 1984 swatch, like a classic, and I just thought, it was on sale as well, so I thought I'd have it. There you go.
How small are they?
I know, but actually, I'm ready. I'm going to use one. It sits really nicely on the wrist. It's probably a 31mm, so it's a bit girly for me, but it is. I still like it. There you go.
Good on
What
you,
have you got
Gav.
in front of you today?
I just bought along as well. I mean, these are just extremely popular now.
Yeah.
The 116505, that's the rose gold Daytona on the bracelet. And again, there's a few new dials, but this I think is stunning on the black.
Yeah.
So just a little bit. There we go.
You've got a little bit of fluff there.
A little bit of fluff. That's absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
That is
We love that
lovely.
piece.
Yeah, stunning. And I like it because it does come in different combinations, doesn't it? In terms of the subdials
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
prefer the darker. They do this in the reverse where it's got pink
Look,
with the
yeah, the
black.
pink with the
subdials.
black.
I think this way round, for me,
Yeah.
is more striking.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow. Great to see all the comments coming in, everybody. Uncle John says, panel, based on the videos from Paul, etc., what do you think of the speculation? And do you believe there is a Hulk Mark II coming? It's one of the questions that was coming from Instagram, and I'll probably forget to, and I'll repeat it later, but you've seen some of the speculation about what's coming out. I know Paul got slammed a bit because the pictures are photoshopped, but what do you got to
But
say
it's
about it,
obviously
Spencer?
come from somewhere.
Well, we have this
Well, is it?
every year. People put up things. What I will say is Rolex are excellent in not leaking anything.
Yeah.
So it's all speculation. There is never any real leak. We just have to wait and see.
Yeah, and I think I feel pretty much the same. You know, the fact that someone's sort of saying a Hulk Mark II, you know, one of the questions that's going to come later would be, well, if there's a Hulk Mark II 41mm, that was the sort of chat. What does it do to the price of the current existing Hulks?
Well, we've seen that they've just gone crazy. I mean, they're crazy. Everything's crazy.
yeah.
But yeah.
But I think what they're saying is, if there's a Hulk again, does that mean that the
Other
price
one-
of the other
old
Hulk just
ones.
goes down?
I don't think so.
Because,
No.
but it would be a new reference number, wouldn't
But
it?
also,
It'll
they
be a
still
new
won't be able
reference.
to get the new
It
Hulk.
would be a 1266.
Yeah.
It'll be a
one
1266. The other thing we don't know.
But it won't be a 1-2. Can't be, can it?
Why
If
not?
it's
Because the new
41.
no, but it can't be because you've got Starbucks, which is 1-2-66-10 LV.
Well, it could be the same,
Could be the
with the
same.
green dial and green bezel.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe they'll bring another reference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But I think, I mean, I've only started understanding watches in the last year from you, like the depths of what goes on with Rolex, and you're absolutely right. They're not leaking anything
No,
anywhere.
absolutely.
Not a
It
chance.
never did.
No, not a chance. So I think it's really lovely, all the speculation that comes out, and I think it's really great. I know we mocked up a red Submariner last week. It's very easy to do in Photoshop, all of
Yeah.
these things. And it's good fun sometimes, actually. I was with one of our designers the other day, and we just started changing the colour of the bezels for different Pantones for these. For the OPs, thinking, what do we think would look nice for a future show of just creating some of our own Pantones? What do we think would look good? Somebody mentioned purple last week, or a lilac, and actually it did look quite nice. But of
Yeah.
course,
That would
we don't work for Rolex. We're never going to quite know. And
We'll
there
have
we
to
go.
wait for that day in April, just before Baselworld. They're announcing it, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Longfinger says they brought back the Batman on Oyster, so it is possible.
Yeah.
I mean, that is absolutely true. They did. How many years was
did.
the Batman out of circulation before it came back on Oyster?
It's
I think it's about two or
yeah.
three. And
Yeah.
then a lot of people commented that the Jubilee was a mistake. That's why they brought back the Oyster.
Right.
But they've never announced.
Yeah.
Again, Rolex, they're silent. You don't hear any
No.
of this.
surely
know-
an expensive mistake if it was.
Yeah.
Well, but they both sell. And now
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
still not sure myself. I actually still really like the Jubilee.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's
I
still very
do.
popular, so I don't know.
I
It's
do.
not.
Yeah,
it
it's not.
wasn't a-
Neither was a mistake. Neither.
Yeah. As Rara says, it keeps everybody on their toes. I mean,
Correct.
that's really what it's all about.
That's
And also,
true.
it makes that. I know we
It
did.
makes the day in April more exciting. If you know what's coming, it's not
Absolutely
actually
right.
a surprise, is it?
Yeah.
But when you're sitting there on that date in April
Everyone
and,
does
you're,
12,
everyone's
12
guessing,
o'clock and the screens roll.
yeah, and you're
General,
refreshing.
General Wombo pops in with "Hello, Jonilda."
Hello. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Yeah, you are.
Back.
That we did a live, didn't we? The day that the Rolex
Yeah.
news came
Shop,
out,
wasn't
we
it?
were in the shop and we were in the office and we sat there and it was
You
the
had the camera
anticipation.
behind me, didn't you?
Yeah.
And then was it the same time we had with Audemars as well?
That's right. Yeah.
But do you not
Yeah.
remember with the Rolex one, we thought they hadn't really done much. And we were like, oh.
and then you get into like
And then
the
we were like
detail.
looking and we were like, actually, stop. They've actually brought out this and the
Yeah.
36 mil. And we were like, okay, maybe we should have looked more popular.
Yeah,
before announcing it.
AP just says Design Atelier has a video on how easy it is to fake these so-called leaks. You know, it's a great video, and it's absolutely true. I tell you what, I did see yesterday, last night when I couldn't go to bed. I was watching Supercar Blondie,
I've seen she's
her watch
quite-
collection.
Yes.
Her
I've seen the video. I haven't-
unbelievable.
How many pieces did she show?
There was about 15, 16 pieces on show, and honestly, it's like the holy grail of all holy grail collections. She's got absolutely everything, and her story is actually fascinating. Of how she started and the channel and how it's grown. There's now like 20 people running her channel and how she gets access to the cars. But her watch collection was literally magnificent. Like, unbelievable. Spence, you want to be flogging her some watches, that's for sure. LG says, evening all, time for a whiskey. I know I missed a few bits and pieces a bit further up. I saw Jacob was commenting, and so was Ian, about short notice. Otherwise, they all would have jumped on board a plane. But to be fair, I only booked one of the flights last night.
Yeah,
I booked our internal flights last night. I booked our hotels last night. There was a question mark whether we would or wouldn't go, and other bits and pieces.
It was very last minute.
But as well, obviously,
Yeah.
we found the show was on, and with the jewellery show as well. So
Yeah.
we didn't have. We literally came back in January when we were thinking about doing it.
Yeah, no, absolutely right. Absolutely right. And Uncle Jonga then points out, and surely you'd think if they brought another Hulk out alongside the Surmit, then because of the green dial of the Hulk, it would be more expensive. I mean, it could well be. Gav, better leave your really expensive swatches at home. Don't want anything to happen to them in New York City. Well, you're right. I'm going empty wrist because I plan on buying while I'm there.
Oh.
Swatches.
Swatch, that is.
Swatches. Swatches. I'm only just joking. But we will have a look at the airport, Spence, and I will film you looking at all the swatches at the airport. By the way, how's your Snoopy that I bought you? You worn it yet?
I have actually. Yeah, maybe I'll bring that to New York.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Seriously, you should wear your Snoopy I
We
bought
still
you.
take a swatch out there. What do you think, girl?
Yeah.
I don't know. We're not going.
Are you not invited?
I mean,
No, I keep saying, do you
but
need
you-
any assistance?
But
any
you
assistance?
said you didn't fancy the flight and the jet lag.
yeah, we did.
To be fair, I don't
And
know how I
Kaylee, the
feel.
seats are. I'm worried. Their seats are quite small.
Are you not in first class?
I can't. I possibly couldn't comment. But I'll tell you what. I bet that Paul is live streaming
Paul
that
is not gonna be
when he
happy.
gets into his
Find
chair.
out.
Yeah. General Wombo says her pieces were not that nice, Gavin. The first 6 or so were awful. I would agree with that. But she was honest enough to say that they were the start of her collection and
What sort of pieces
why they meant
were
so
they?
much to her. I'm going to let you watch the video because if I said to you she had everything, Spence, she had platinum Daytona, she had the gold Daytona with the green face, she had everything. Literally everything. The Frank Mullers were ghastly.
Yep.
The yellow one was a bit ghastly, I would agree.
Any
The Patex
Hublots
and
for
Rolex were
Nico?
okay. I've seen
Any
better.
Hublots?
And then he says, hello, Jonilda again. I think I fell asleep by the time the Hublots came on. I rolled over. It was about 1:45 in the morning. So,
Okay, Gav.
Kenny W. Gav, are you going to do a bit of smuggling? The only smuggling I will do will be taking my undeclared swatch back to the States. Yes. Did Spencer manage to buy that orange Patek in last week's show? Asked Danny. No, he didn't.
No.
He
No,
wasn't.
he
was,
didn't.
The guy who owned it was a real collector, and there was no selling.
There was no.
There was
selling.
no selling.
But it was
No.
nice to have for the evening. But
Wasn't it lovely? Was it lovely to have it on your wrist?
Beautiful.
Yeah. Did you feel like $1 million?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the problem. You need $1 million, I think.
I mean,
buy
to
it.
start buying some of these watches, it's fantastic. Tea and Tickers, evening, gents. Nice to have you with us, Tea and Tickers. Guys, I just want to, before we get to the unboxing, which is now becoming a regular kind of feature, I just want to mention that I said to you last week that I'm going to really make a push this year. I want to deliver Spencer.
We want to get to 1,800 followers.
No, we're just short of 3,000, Spence.
Yeah, we'll probably lose 1,200.
No, by the time America comes, I want to have 4,000 after America. But my aim is to get us to 10,000 by my birthday on the 26th of July. Feel free to send in all your presents. But what I wanted to say was that we've started up a new little sub-channel, okay, on YouTube called That Watch Guy London Shorts. And on there, you two are going to be the main stars because we're starting up a little section.
Wait a second, we're not the stars here?
Hang on, shorts. That's me, as in height,
Yeah,
or as in.
Kaylee just choked on that.
Because
You're not the star, Kaylee.
I know.
Okay.
You're not the stars, but you are the stars.
We are.
And honestly, every time I start looking at the edits, it does make me laugh. So basically, we're giving you your own spot on the shorts.
Okay.
Guys, if you feel like you want to subscribe to that, you're going to see content on there that you won't see on our channel here. And it's basically like the Kaylie and Jonilda show, where we're going to start off with a few little unboxings. And if you've seen those on the show, it's usually the outtakes that are far better than the actual talking about the watches. But you guys, you're going to have your own little spot on there.
Wow.
So guys, do find it on YouTube. Do give us a little subscribe. And I've been assured that the gods that look after YouTube, this stuff feeds into our channel and will help us get some attention. With that in mind, why don't we roll over to this week's unboxing?
Welcome back to our new unboxing.
Hi guys. So, we've got a different unboxing today. We've got a lovely AP. Not trying to say it again.
Yes.
Okay, we'll go on.
Audemars
Audemars.
Piguet.
Bigger.
No, Piguet.
Piguet.
Yeah.
Perfect. Let's do it one more time.
Audemars
Audemars.
Piguet.
Piguet.
Good.
I'm going to stick with AP this time.
An Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Offshore is definitely a
Yeah.
big piece and lovely.
Yeah, it's stunning.
Yes.
And also, the Royal Oaks, especially on the strap, are just so popular, aren't they?
They are, yes, and I think the rubber strap is becoming.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's AP, Rolexes.
Yeah.
It's becoming more popular every day.
Through every brand,
Yes,
though.
every brand,
Yeah.
and I do see why, because it makes the watch kind of like more sporty.
100%.
The model number is 26420S0. It's absolutely unworn.
Yeah.
As you can see, it
Brand
has a
new.
protector as well. It's stainless steel with the black ceramic, and
The red as well on the
yes,
dial.
we forgot to mention the red on the dial. That's just
It just adds to
small
it.
detail,
Yeah.
but makes it very, very nice
Yeah.
and different.
I mean, this one is in perfect condition. It's literally unworn.
Lovely condition.
As you can see, it hasn't been touched. And I really, really just love the dial on these. I
The
don't know
dial
why.
is
I
just
just think
stunning.
it's just looks lovely. They like the colours really go
Chronograph
together.
dial
Yeah.
with the 3 sub dials, but the details of the black, they're just lovely.
Yeah, exactly. It's
They
not just
remind me a
plain.
little bit of Patex,
Yes.
but with the chronograph, it makes it look so stunning.
Yeah, and these, like I said, these are so popular, and obviously the different colours, the different straps. But I really do like the black on black here.
Absolutely.
I think it really goes.
How old is this, Kaylie?
This is brand new, 2021 full set.
So it has the new card.
So the new card, which is obviously the one that doesn't show you the model number, but
and you have to register.
yeah, register for your warranty, and obviously the back of the watch as well.
Let's have a look at that, because that's another special thing
Yeah.
about this watch. The clear movement.
Yeah.
That's stunning. I'm not sure if
We really,
everyone can
really,
see it, but it's just
we really like the clear it when we can see the movements. We think
and
it's
I think now.
so. This is a great all-round watch. It's on our website now, so if you fancy an AP, check it out. If you've got any questions, give us a call. If not, we'll see you later. Bye.
Absolutely stunning watch. I saw that Red Shovel, you popped up there. You have that watch. I think was that his birthday special? Was that one of the ones he bought?
I do remember.
Yeah, no, absolutely amazing.
Just while I was on the unboxing, I just want to stop us there. I've got an unboxing for Gav.
What do you
Wow.
mean?
Here we go.
You've got an unboxing for me.
Surprise unboxing.
Hello. Oh, finally somebody's put some thought into our show.
Let's see how Gav does the unboxing.
Okay, let me do an
Here we go.
unboxing. All right, let's move this out the
Go
way.
on.
Live on
Gav.
camera, no recording.
Go on, Gav.
Okay, let me just move everything out the way. Yeah, I don't worry, James, I will. Okay, so first of all, we have here. We have here a box. I can clearly see that if you know your boxes,
I already
this
know
is
what
a
it
pair
is.
of Nike Jordans. Kaylie, you're mouthing to me like I don't know what.
Look, I was
A
saying
pair
it
of
to myself.
Nike Jordans. We can see from the size of the box. It's a beautiful box. Not quite as good as Adidas because they have the pull boxes, but it's very, very nice. How am I doing so
nice.
far? Okay, if I lift. Oh wow, it's got the number 23 on. 23 was the number of Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Absolutely.
pre-recorded
That's
this. He's
absolutely
looked up
amazing.
everything.
No, I am actually winging it as I go. If I open up
Oh my God. Let me
They're
see.
stunning.
I love the
Spencer
colour.
Dryer. If Paul Thorpe could see you now. Wowza.
I want
They're
them.
stunning.
No, I actually
You
want
have
them.
some
Those.
Air
They
Jordans.
are unreal.
I
They
mean,
are so cool.
let's put it in front of that camera. I don't think it makes much difference, to be fair. But
You don't even
let's put it
need
in
to
front of
put
the
them.
big
You
camera.
can see
Everyone
them.
can see that.
Guys, have you
Wow.
treated these for yourself?
What size are they, Gav?
They're a size.
They're for Gav.
They're a size 10,
What size
which is
are
a
you?
UK 9.
What size are you?
I'm a UK 9. You bought these for me?
Happy birthday, man.
Oh, thank
Yeah,
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Happy
And
birthday. Wow, it's a bit
Because
early, but I'll take
December
it.
was so crazy.
Yeah.
When I was away, I thought, oh my God, I didn't get something for producer Gavin.
Oh.
So,
Oh, that's
whilst
very,
I was
very...
away,
I'm going to
I
cry.
ordered these.
Did you?
And there we go.
That's
They
very,
are
very nice of
stunning.
you. Thank you
Belated
for...
Christmas.
Can I
but
tell
that's
you?
your-
I absolutely love
Yeah,
them.
I thought I looked, and after having the botter on, and looking through all of those.
They are unreal,
Yeah.
Gav.
Gav,
I'm not going to
they're
lie.
so cool.
Can I tell you, they are going in my lounge, in my cabinet next on display for
But
my
this is
trainers.
what
I'm glad
was gonna ask,
they're
are you going to wear
absolutely-
them or just
Hilda,
collect them?
You know what
I'm
the
gonna put
biggest
them on.
concern was? If Gav goes, oh, these are fucking
Can you
Yeah,
imagine?
it's a game.
And then they're for you.
No,
Then I
they're,
would have said, oh, I just bought them for the
They're
show.
for me.
Thank God you like them.
they're absolutely
Good,
stunning. Thank
good.
you so much.
You're
It's really,
welcome.
really kind of you. Thank you.
welcome.
Number 23. That's-
See, guys, we don't just do watches, we do trainers
We
as
do
well.
trainers.
Wow.
of
That's
all
amazing.
trades,
Thank you
us.
for your generosity. Greggy, everybody's talking about fragrances, and I am starting to get the feeling that I would like to see Greg back on his YouTube channel. Wouldn't you?
Yeah, 100%.
I'm starting to get fascinated, Greg, by the whole space, and I would really love to see, even if it's a one-off show, I would love to see you get on and get some of these fragrances out and talk us through it all, because I think we all need a bit of that. Everybody on the channel here knows all about your stuff, so I'd love to see you
Yeah, it was
get on
very
and do that.
interesting the other day, Kaylie.
Sherry and Shitter says, "Wow, they are proper bender trainers, bender trainers."
I was just going to say there, Gav, I'm in the meeting room the other day and a
Yeah.
guy comes in and he sits down and I go, oh, that's Oud. And he looked at me like, who are you? What are you? But because of Greggy now, I can smell that everywhere.
Oud?
All the Ouds.
Because of Greggy, because you
Yeah.
smelt it on Greggy,
Yeah.
or because
No, because
Greggy
he
sent it
sent
to
all the
us.
samples.
He sent it to
Yeah,
us, didn't
no.
he? Let's just move that
You
camera
can
out the
start
way.
recognizing perfumes too.
Yeah.
after
You
a
really
while.
can. You
Yeah.
really can. By the way, Greg rated my perfume collection, if you remember.
Yeah.
Somebody just said, where was it? I'll have to wear the OP 41 with my trainers.
Oh,
You will.
Wow.
Yeah. I'll have
Yeah,
to
that
get
would be
myself.
a-
You need
That would be a
outfit
picture for the gram.
and if I
Miami.
rename those trainers Tiffany,
Yes,
then they're
that's
worth
it.
about 100 grand.
Yes,
No?
that's it.
Absolutely. Unbelievable. Yeah, everyone's saying, do it, Greg. I really think, come on, Greg. 2022, it's
Greg.
your year. Get your channel back up and running. I really want to see you on there. Bradman asked the question. I'm going to ask the ladies this. Do you think Hublot watches deserve all the hate they get, or do you think people are just jumping on the trend of Hublot bashing?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
I mean, I actually think some of them are really nice
Yeah.
watches.
They're really nice. I think the prices are really
Yeah, they're affordable.
reasonable.
Absolutely.
And they're good quality as
Absolutely.
well.
and
So,
cool. I wouldn't say that is the first watch that you want to
No.
buy,
no.
but I would say that after you
It's
have
not a
either
bad piece
Well,
to have in
hold
your
on a
collection.
second. You say it's not the first watch you want to buy, but if you're buying a 10 grand Hublot Big Bang at 4 grand or 5 grand, I don't know what the price are, but it's probably not a bad entry
No,
point, is it?
it's
And
not
by the way,
bad. No,
even
it's
from
not.
there, you're not going to do your brains, are you?
No.
I mean,
No.
it's taken the hit and you didn't buy it necessarily new.
No, you're probably better to buy a Hublot in the second-hand
Yes, in the
watch
grey.
market
Pre-owned
than you
and new.
are
New.
new.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
I would-
Kaylie, very good advice.
Thank
Very
yeah,
good advice.
I would agree with that. And,
Yeah.
and funny enough, I've had a Big Bang before, and I absolutely loved it.
What happened?
Actually, funnily enough, Spencer doesn't know, but Spencer sold it for me many years ago.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he did.
okay.
Yeah, but I really did like them. I like the bigger sizes, and honestly, I could never have afforded an AP. And so for
Yeah.
me, it was a great big watch
The
to
look-
have.
the looks-
And I'm talking
oh,
back in
yeah.
2005, 2006, and
Probably sub 10,000, whereas like you say,
Spencer, do you know what I
the
paid? I paid $5,000, and
Yeah.
the pound were 2 to 1. I paid £2,500
That's
for it.
amazing.
That's
But do you
very
know what the
good.
thing is I think because everyone like jumps on the Hublot hate
Bashing.
train,
Yeah.
people are not scared to get it, but people just think they don't want to then be slated or do you know what I mean? If they
Yeah.
go in and buy one. So I think actually a lot of people would want one,
Yeah.
but because of how many people do bash it, I think people just think
Yeah. And they do
It's
limit.
rather-
they do some very limited editions as well.
There's some nice pieces, and the finishes, the metals,
Yeah.
the
Different
carbon.
colours,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
straps. Yeah.
Yeah. Daytona 500 says second-hand Hublot, great value. Crossy Boy, stop bragging about your Big Bang. Wombo says Hublot gives me chronic flatulence. Gav loves a Big Bang. Very good. Gav didn't get the joke. What happened? Put a Hublot
getting
on. Can't
bashed
stop
now.
farting. Makes me feel quite unwell. It's a matter of taste, isn't it?
but it's
With,
all it's each person's personal preference.
Yeah. Right. Let's have a little move on. Competition we're running. I know everybody's going to find
What's
this really
this? The
difficult.
other free giveaway.
This is another free giveaway from you, James. I think we got a picture of the watch that Spencer's kindly donated to somebody. This is the Omega Speedmaster that you're going to be giving away.
I really like this watch.
And this is all part of our drive for subscribers. Okay, so to make sure people watch the channel, we're giving away a clue a week. I bet nobody remembers what the clue was last week.
Frightening statistic.
It was
8 weeks is the London Watch Show tomorrow.
Yeah.
18th of Jan, and you've got the 18th of March.
Yeah.
It's not long.
Yeah. Did that just come into your head?
Just thinking.
Whilst we were talking about letters.
How quick. Like, we're going off to the US. We come back.
Then it's the fair.
I
know.
Yeah. Bradman, I am going to get to this question about the Gerard Perego. I'm just going to do it in 1 second. I just want to get this out of the way. Last week's letter was the letter, Kaylie.
A.
Correct. This week's letter is the letter E. So you got the letter A and the letter E. I won't do that every week and give away all the letters. I want people to go back and watch and find the letters. I mean, that's the idea.
What next week's is going to be.
You bet you know what. How can you know? How could you possibly know? Go on, say it, because you don't know what the word is.
No, but I want to see next week. I'm not going to next in. I could be right. And then they've got 3 weeks in a row.
We're doing it for Miami.
After the show.
All right, okay.
She's worried she could be right.
Well, next week, Kaylie, I'm going to put it in the comments. Say, Kaylie, please comment before I say it what you think the letter is.
All right, we'll let her announce the letter next week.
Yeah, well, she doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, we'll tell her. We'll tell her.
She's not on the show.
We forget in America.
She's not in Miami.
Oh,
how's she doing it? Or you could do it live from the shop while you're having a party.
An unboxing.
Yeah, there'll be no one in the shop.
Okay, so this week's letter is the letter E. The idea is that it's going to create an anagram of a word, and then just leading up to the London Watch Show, you're going to basically pop it on an email to me with the word. You're going to be entered in the competition. It's a £4,000 worth of a watch giveaway, courtesy of our sponsor, BQ Watches. And that's going to be absolutely fabulous and amazing. Just to repeat what I said earlier, I like repeating myself. Next week, girls, please tune in at 8 p.m. to see your boss live at 8 p.m. from Miami on a sunbed with a cocktail.
Beach or by the pool? I'm not sure.
I mean, I'd like to have a Wi-Fi signal, so I'd probably say the pool. The pool's probably a little bit better. I'm just saying. But if you want to be on the beach, we can get you waving.
Actually do any work
No.
Janilda,
it's such a
don't
lie.
be fooled. This is all work.
Don't be
It's
fooled
very
by that.
hard
Okay.
drinking cocktails by a pool and doing a live
It must
stream.
be. Should we have some cocktails at the office?
I
Spencer's not
think
there.
you.
We can do whatever next week.
Jonga, I'm going to answer that question in a second because actually I've got to look it up because actually you've written it in the comments. Thank you very much. James has written in the comments. But I want to get back to one question from Bradman, and I think I saw it earlier. Spencer, how often do you see Gerard Perego, and what are your thoughts on the comparison to AP? Don't see a lot of them in the UK.
Interesting question. There's a few pieces I've seen with the green dial
Yep.
that have come out that have gone for huge money.
Yeah.
Not a watch we see a lot of, but I think it is something that you could see more of this coming year.
Yeah.
No.
I know that Anthony Farah has been putting out on his channel a lot about the GPs, as he calls them.
Yeah.
Actually, they're very, very nice looking watches.
Yeah.
I think the only thing, if I'm right, sort of looking in on your business, all of you, is that, everybody wants to buy what's going to hold its value. And that's why and we term it investment pieces.
Yeah.
They're watches to wear. And we can all bash Hublot because they don't hold their values. And maybe the Gerards do or they don't. Maybe the odd Omega like a Snoopy does. The odd Swatch does, Spence. But the bottom line is that's what everybody kind of focuses on. But, is this the year where another brand steps into the forefront and joins the sort of holy trinity?
Yeah.
And holds it? I mean, is that a possibility?
This is what I'm looking
Don't
forward
know.
to see in Miami, to see how they perceive certain brands and what is strong.
Yeah.
And it may be totally different markets with certain things.
I read an article a little while ago, probably when we started doing the show. They were talking about Cartier.
Yep.
And basically saying that some, people should start looking at some of the older Cartier pieces now because potentially, as a luxury brand, they offer good value. They're always classics. But you do sell quite a lot, don't you?
Yeah, but the tanks are very classic, but they're expensive.
Are they still expensive?
They're expensive.
Are they?
the
How much does a
Cartiers.
tank francais, a men's tank francais?
You got the Tank American in gold. I
Yeah.
mean, some of them are 15, 20. I mean, the Panther is about £18,000 now.
Yeah.
If you were spending that money, I think you'd sooner have Rolex Datejust. But it's a different look.
Yeah.
People who love the Panther or the Cartiers are more jewellery people.
Yeah.
They're not looking for investment.
No.
They just love the brand.
The looks of the watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex Friedman asks you, Spencer, what watch is the most gangster? Please, can Spencer answer?
Gangster.
The gangster.
Are you
Alex
sure you
Freeman
want
is
that?
that.
Alex
That's right.
Friedman asks
The most gangster
What
watch.
watch is the most
We
gangster?
bought one today, Hilda.
Oh my God, yeah.
Go on.
Which one?
Jacob.
Oh, the Jacob and gangster.
I
Jacob
think
and Co.
It would
with
be one of the
diamonds.
bust down ones. That's so gangster, like rapper. They all wear bust downs.
There's
Okay, Nigel Freeman says, Gav, don't ignore my questions. If you just pop it up, I will look at it. I've obviously missed it. So just pop it in again. I'll keep an eye out for it.
Sorry.
That'd be great. Matt H, can I ask the Zero West TT58R and the Hurricane 1, are they sold out yet? I think sold out as like there's only a certain amount of pieces. I don't know if you spoke.
Well, they're
to
all
the boys.
limited. I mean,
They're all limited edition. I think.
we'd have to check. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, when you don't keep in touch with them on a weekly basis, you just know what you sell, don't you? To know if they're in stock or out of stock. Anis Patel asks, "Hi guys, long time. Do we think the watch market will correct?"
It is. It's correcting every day.
Upwards.
Yeah.
Upwards. Yeah, I guess he's asking for the correction. That means, is it going to pull back a little bit and soften?
Well, I haven't seen it in the last sort of 10, 15 years. It's just been a slow correction, just in one direction.
Yeah, sorry, Jonilda.
Everything is going up today. I was surprised today, guys, check it out, of how much they're going for yacht masters suddenly.
I know.
Bimetal, rose gold, stainless steel,
Yeah.
crazy money.
With the
And
blue
they
and
were-
red.
The Oyster Flex I was seeing the other day, they're like 29,000.
They weren't very
Yeah, the rose
popular
gold
a
one.
while ago, but now
The rose gold, the cheapest is now like 34.
Designer Tellier, this is a disgusting one. Greetings from Aruba again. That's amazing. He's in Aruba.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Aruba.
Oh my God, the waters there are unbelievable. I'd like to know an opinion on the 116600. The 1166.
That's this.
Come on then, give your
Well,
opinion on it.
I think
do
it's
you
a
mean
great
opinion?
watch. I mentioned earlier.
Hold it up,
Spencer
hold up
loves
to
this
your main
watch.
camera.
it is lovely.
Again, a very short production run. I think it's sort of a cross between a Siege Dweller and a sub, because you haven't
Non-date.
sub non-date,
it looks
because
like,
you
flat.
don't see the date window. It's totally flat. It's just a great case, and it was 3-year
I
production.
really like
Yeah.
it.
It's a watch that I bought and sold many a time. And I love this piece.
But you love having, if we don't have any in, you always want to have one
Yeah,
in, don't you?
Exactly. It's always a watch.
Slightly less-
That's what
less
Nigel was
popular.
asking about, the 116600. Tell us more. I've got one. I want to hear more about it. Future, etc. I love it.
Yeah, just love it. It's just, again, it's one of the shortest production runs, and without researching, I'm not sure why it was only 3 years.
No,
But
without
my
good-
other
that
favourite,
sidetrack.
there's a few pieces. That's one of them. The other is the Smurf that I wear.
Yeah.
And as you know, I go on about that, as well as the older pieces. Again, glider lock on that, Gav. Here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I hope that answers your question. Oh, there we go. I can fit it on my wrist now. Actually, that is nice, isn't it? Oh, that's
Yeah,
very,
lovely.
very
So
lovely.
you got a date, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, yes. No date bubble.
No date.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see.
Which
I can't
makes-
see it with my
Well,
glasses
that's
on.
the thing. It almost looks like
Wow.
an indices. It doesn't. Jump
Yeah, I
out
mean,
at
it
you.
doesn't jump out. I can't. Wow, my eyes are in a mess. That's all I know. Bradman says, I keep going to Bradman. He asked him some great questions. Rolex employs over 30,000 people, and we still never get leaks in advance. It's pretty amazing when you think about it. That is, isn't it?
Loyalty.
Loyalty.
Must be
Yeah.
a contract.
Yeah.
Has to be NDA.
PD says, I'd like to know everyone's opinion on Harry Kane's new watch he wore on the evening of losing to Chelsea
I saw
last
that watch
week.
actually on Instagram.
Yeah,
Meteorite
yellow gold
Daytona.
meteorites
Yeah.
on a bracelet. Are they really worth 160 to 180k? Harry Kane's got a yellow gold meteorite Daytona.
What does that tell you?
Are you
They
surprised?
can't play.
does that
They
tell
can't
you?
play football. They had an awful game, and he's got a brilliant
All
watch.
the new meteorites are insane.
Yeah.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah. We're still waiting. to
One
get-
day we're going to get our hands on one.
One day.
One day I'm waiting for maybe one of my friends to tap me on the shoulder and say, you know that watch none of you have seen?
I've
I'm
got
going to
one."
lend you one to show you on the show, because that would be absolutely unbelievable. Jeff J says, I have the SD4K. It's the perfect dive watch, proportion and size-wise, a limited production jewel.
Correct.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, let's get to our questions from Instagram. A lot of these actually are aimed at Kaylie and Jonilda. So I'm going to put you right on the spot, girls. Here we go with your first question. You're going to love this one. What's your favourite American-made watch? I guess that's because we're all going to America. But hold on a
Nope,
second.
we're
You're
not.
We can't answer it.
Yeah. Spencer, what's
Why
yours?
bother? We're not even going.
I think Vortec.
Yeah, Vortic.
Actually don't know.
Vortic.
Yeah, Vortic. And mine would be probably a Shinola or perhaps a Devon. I like the Shinolas. They kind of look like Rolexes. Let's
Do
go.
they? I've never seen.
You never seen one of those? NW Pan. I'm going to go through the questions because they're on the screen. But any comments on the Rolex leaks? Well, we know we've kind of covered that.
Yeah.
Oh, and Nigel Freeman. Nigel Freeman 7. Will the Hulk be reintroduced? If so, thoughts and current prices? I think we've kind of covered that a little bit earlier. Nigel Freeman 7 asks another question. Thoughts on the Paul Newman Daytona Oyster Flex? Prices, etc. for the future. Cheers, guys.
I love that watch.
Just
I think
strong.
it's
What is
stunning,
economics?
difficult to
Strong,
get.
just sought
Yeah.
after. Everyone's chasing.
Kaylee,
this.
what is it you love about it?
I just think it's the dial, but I also but we've got one on a bracelet, but I think the dial is very it's stunning, but I just really love a Daytona and an Oyster Flex. I think it's
And for you, Kaylee?
She is
Kaylee. But
She's
anyway.
I looked straight at you and called you Kaylee, Jonilda. Wow.
She's Kaylee. I mean,
I know. Jonilda, your thoughts on that?
I think I think the dial is very special, and it's modern but also a little bit vintage. That's
Yeah.
why we all love it. The colors are very different.
Yeah.
All you have to do is throw the word Paul Newman, and it's like bang.
It
Yeah.
makes
Pound notes just.
Yeah. And just tell me why that's called the Paul Newman Daytona. Bearing in mind it's a pretty newish. What is it about the dial?
I think it's just a rerun of one of the old ones. And
Right.
Things just get given a name.
They
and
just
it
get given the
sticks.
name. Okay. Edward Set asks, thoughts on the two-tone Rolex Daytona black dial with diamond hour markers?
Do you know what? We hadn't seen one, and we saw one the
We
other
saw
day,
one.
didn't we?
We've got it in the bimetal as well,
Yeah.
haven't we?
No, that's what. Yeah, that's what he's.
that the
that's
bimetal
saying,
one?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bimetal.
I think it's so much nicer in person. I couldn't believe it actually when I saw it. I actually said to Spencer, "This is a really stunning watch, especially with the diamonds." The one.
Yeah.
That,
I'll tell you another watch we had in, the all yellow gold Oyster Flex, black bezel, black dial. It's the most
Yeah.
ungold gold watch.
Yeah.
'cause
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
all black and it's super cool. It really is.
Yeah. As a question's come in from a Gary Simpson.
Okay.
Do Rolex do a watch that can count my calories? I want a watch to show people I'm doing well, but can also aid my weight loss program.
Tell him he needs to write to Rolex.
He needs a psychologist. Gary, you need a psychologist. If you're
Or
worried
a
about
shrink.
that. Yeah. Or Spencer will buy you an Apple Watch, and that will sort that all out. Crossy Boy says, just looking at Vortic, very interesting. It is interesting. Alex Friedman asks, where is Paul Thorpe? He's too busy packing up his 15 suitcases. He's getting his suntan lotion
All of
ready.
his outfits,
His extravagant
Guys, after the show,
shirts.
go and Google like an Englishman abroad. You'll see like rolled
No,
up
I know.
trousers with a hanky on his head. That is going to
he'll
be.
definitely have the hanky. He's
And
gonna
if he
have it.
doesn't, we are going to put a hanky on his head when he's out on the beach, all
100%.
shriveled up and burnt. Yeah, absolutely. Alex Freeman says, Nige, are you my dad? Oh, you got the same surname. John Smith says, what are people thinking about the stainless steel Datejust 41? Will they drop in price? Even normal Datejust 41 are selling for over 2K over retail.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
I
knows?
mean,
Okay.
Well, I think
it
they
just-
will continue to. You'll
Yeah.
see some great new
But
dials
Datejust,
come out.
yeah,
You'll see some new
yeah,
dials.
exactly.
Everyone still loves the Datejust 41.
Yeah.
The steel, the bimetal, all of these.
Yeah.
Right. Next question from Instagram is coming from Jacob Kendall.
Oh,
Is he coming down to see us?
No, because apparently it was too late.
Too late.
Yeah,
No.
too late to make any plans. He needed a little bit more notice. But welcome to the States. We're not quite there yet. Any plans for a Vegas watch show?
I'd love that.
You're coming on that one, aren't you,
Can
girls?
we please,
putting my name down.
Put your name down for the tickets now.
Let's
please,
see if
can
we
someone
survive this
invite
one
us?
first. We've got to get back from this one first.
I just want to
Yeah.
go to a casino.
Yeah.
But that's
Well,
it.
we can go to a casino in
no,
London.
no.
Oh,
you wanna go to a Vegas
casino.
Okay. Yeah, they got one in Luton, I've just been told. Rolly Electrical, next question asks, what watch would you buy, girls, what watch would you buy with a budget of 35,000? Budget that would increase over 12 months. So something you
List price or
let's not say list, because everything increases from list that
Say
you're going to
what
talk
you
about.
can buy
So
in
what
grey.
you can buy in the grey now that will increase over 12 months that you
I'd buy a
think?
Daytona.
Definitely.
There's no.
You would just buy a steel Daytona.
Not necessarily still.
I was
The-
thinking of this.
Kaylee, I've got to remind you,
Yeah, I've just had a,
besides
I just had a
bimetal, you'll
thought.
only
I
get
know, I just
steel.
had a thought.
Bimetal or steel at
You can't buy
35,000.
anything.
How
Yeah,
much is
but-
how much, for example, is a rose gold on an oyster now?
What do you mean? With
Rose gold
bracelet?
Daytona on
Oyster
an
flex.
oyster. Yeah.
Oyster Flex.
40,
or full
40,
bracelet.
44,
No, oyster flex.
Oyster
44.
Flex, yeah.
44, 45.
Is it really?
You can't buy anything with 35.
30, you know, when you
Precious
say it,
metal.
35 is
It's
it's actually
like
not
it's
that big
good
a budget, but it's not.
It's not that
Yeah.
good.
You probably need you need a 4 in front of it.
There you go. Jacob says we're trying to come to New York City, Gav. Oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
that would be nice.
Lee Jasiak says predictions on Panda by the end of 2022. You couldn't have predicted the end of 21 then being there. Go on, stick your hand up. 40. You think it's 40 grand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, they're about 35 now, so that wouldn't
Yeah,
surprise
they
me.
are.
They're 35 now. Hold on a second. We did a show 4 weeks ago and they were 30.
That's what I'm saying.
They broke 13, yeah.
But unlike the OP, these are trading.
Yeah. So
These are trading.
these aren't unrealistic prices for these.
Wow.
I don't think we're sold out at the moment. We sold out just before Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Ian Nicholson, Spencer and Gavin, which part of the America trip are you looking forward to the most? I know what mine is.
When we come home, leaving Paul at the airport.
Well, I don't like to say it. I feel like Paul's going to try and stitch you up.
it's
You're
gonna-
going to try and stitch Paul up,
And yours
and
gonna
I'm
be
going to
in
be
the
trying.
middle.
I'm just going to try and capture everything at the same time.
Look, I just think it's going to be great. The whole thing. I mean, obviously, we've got 2 different temperatures. Miami's going to be 70, 80 degrees. And then we go to New York at like
Minus
It'll
9.
be
5.
freezing,
Yeah,
huh?
minus 5. I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to.
I know what you're going to say. I
Go
know.
on. Go on.
Going to see Roman, going to his...
Office.
But I was going to do the comedy one I'm looking forward to first. I'm looking forward to the meet and greet on the weekend in Miami, and it'll just be the 3 of us. No one will turn up. It'll be me,
We're
me,
telling
you, and the
everyone
barman.
we'll be there, and it'll be like...
Yeah, me, you, and the barman. How
Anyone?
awkward is that going to be?
We'll have to say we told everyone the wrong location.
Yeah. Well, we're just playing Paul.
Yeah.
That's down to Paul. Paul's leading the charge. Yeah, but for me, I'm really looking forward to seeing Roman at the show.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing Nico. I'm looking forward to seeing him. But ultimately, actually, I'm really looking forward to going to Roman's place.
Yeah, I think
And-
that'd be
and
really
meeting all the
nice.
guys
Be
there.
interesting, yeah.
I think they put out an incredible channel. I
Yeah.
love what they do. They have a really good team there.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the characters as well because, like you guys who work for BQ and everybody gets to see you and you come on, you know, the same. You get to see them in their work environment. So I'm really looking forward to walking up and do what people do to you, which is saying, "Hi, Kaylie, how are you?"
Yeah.
You have no idea who they are because they know all about you.
Roman said he wants me working at the show. How about that? Yeah. So
That's
I think
amazing.
I will be working.
Wow.
Okay.
Amazing. That's going to be absolutely fantastic. Let's go to our next question. This is from Watch Tim. I know what Watch Tim's colour would be, but which colour is your personal favourite in the OP line? Jonilda.
Green. I'm
Yours
gonna
is
go with
green.
Green.
Mine's always been the Tiffany before even all of this.
Yeah.
All of this happened.
Really?
Spencer for you?
Tiffany.
I've got my name down for a Tiffany. I'm never getting one,
But
I've
I
had that.
really do like the yellow.
And that's, I believe, what Watch Tim has. I believe he has the
Yeah.
yellow.
Really do
I
like
agree
the
with
I see
yellow.
his
Yeah.
Instagram. I really like the pink as well. I really like the
nice as
pink,
well, yeah.
except it doesn't
You
come
can't.
in a
Doesn't come in
41.
a 41.
Yeah,
no.
but I think it's really, really smart. Danny Laval says Mark Goldberg reckons the Panda will be $60,000 by the end of 2022. Wow. The Panda is unstoppable, says Uncle Jonga. It's true. Next question from Box One Watches. It's an interesting one for you ladies. Are YouTube influencers playing a part in driving up prices on selected watches used value? That's interesting.
Well, there's that site, isn't there? Celeb Watch Spotter.
Yeah, so I follow that on Instagram.
You see
and
that? You seen that, Gab?
That's
Yeah.
how I saw what Harry Kane was wearing because
Yeah.
it came up because he'd done this. Whoever runs the account done like 4 famous
Yeah.
top watches this week, and he obviously
I
is
noticed
one
there's
of
a
them.
group on Facebook called the Rolex and Protect group who all we know who that is, don't we, Elliot? Every time they post a picture, it goes up on that group, so I get to see what all the celebs are wearing. So what do you think? What do you think about that, girls? Are influencers?
Yeah, everything that celebrities, YouTubers
But everyone's
talk
driving it.
about.
It's not just
but I
them.
also think though influencers, they don't just influence watches. Do you get what I mean? Like
Sure.
clothes, makeup,
Everything.
everything. So if someone sees that Harry Kane's wearing a meteorite Daytona,
You would even go to the same restaurants where
yeah,
they go.
because
Like, it's
they've promoted
everything.
it or
Yeah.
they've said that it's good. You just
Yeah.
But
I
even
think
if they're
because-
not wearing it, it's still sought after.
yeah,
The fact that they're
regardless, yeah.
wearing a meteorite or something, all it is, these footballers, these celebrities, they get to get it first.
Yes, they
Yeah.
do.
That's all.
yeah.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. I mean, Jay-Z's got the 5711. Everyone knows he's got it, and and the whole world's sort of talking about it anyway. In fact, obviously, it was a big auction. I saw a question here. Justin Stowe says, "Any thoughts on the 28 date just two-tone rose gold flues bezel chocolate dial diamond star markers 279171?"
Right. Nice watch, I guess.
Yeah.
It's quite small.
What? Just
It's a
That's the
nice
smaller.
watch.
That's the smaller
Small.
size. I'm just
28
trying to
mil,
focus
yeah.
on where it's the smaller size.
Yeah,
All the
28.
the chocolates with the rose are extremely
Yeah,
popular.
very popular.
But I find the fluted bezels sell better
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
those than the polished bezels.
General Wombo says the Yachtmaster 42 is an absolute sleeper. That moody dial bezel combo is something else. A wonderful, wonderful watch. Yeah, absolutely. Right, let's move on to our next question, which is turning over my little page. Oh, I've gone right past it. No, it's okay. I'll get it. All right, okay. Your view on current market price of Meteorite Daytona, realistic to be above platinum?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Why?
100%.
Meteorite's just that's
I think
what
it's
everyone-
nicer.
I mean, in the GMT, which we've sold
Yeah,
a few
exactly. Yeah.
beautiful piece.
And also the
We've
date,
had
but
the
also
day
the
date
day
as well. Yeah.
But it's just.
Go on, Kaylee.
I mean.
That dial is
yeah,
just so popular.
Yeah.
And you think it's realistic for it to be above
Yeah.
a platinum?
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Luke Jones 1969 says, we've answered this. Will a new 41mm Hulk affect the price of the old 40mm discontinued model, please?
Well, it's affecting it already, but it may affect it further.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Even
there is,
more,
but
probably.
actually there is no 41mm yet anyway because nothing's confirmed.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it's,
Yeah.
all,
No, but
it's all a bit of a nonsense. Rather75 says, which watch brand gives the best bang per buck in the grey market? That's a good question. So which gives the best
Bang-
value? Best
what?
bang for your buck. So
Best
best value
value.
for money in the grey market. Well, we said Hublot, didn't we?
Sorry. Yeah.
Gives good
Hublot.
value
but
for money.
that's not necessarily grey market. That's pre-owned.
Well, that's the grey market, isn't it?
Yeah, but I look at the grey market as more in things that are going for a premium over list. You got to remember, Amigas you can buy at list. So you're talking about grey market.
So basically, you're saying
pre-owned
AP,
different to
Rolex,
grey market.
Patek.
Well, hold on a second.
Go on.
Are you a grey market dealer for 3 brands then, and then you're a
We sell years ago. It was just pre-owned watches.
Pre-owned watches.
Pre-owned, pre-loved watches.
Right.
But it's only now the grey market is inflated prices from list.
right?
That's what I feel the grey is.
Okay, so then which brand gives the best bang for the buck? Jonilda.
I'm gonna say Omegas probably.
Probably for the money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you're buying a great watch. You're not paying too much for it.
Okay.
And
But again, going back to Panerai, Hublot, a lot of those are like 50, half
Panerai,
price.
Hublot,
Yeah.
um,
Tudor.
Tudor probably.
Okay. Do you know Kaylee?
Yeah. So I mean.
Yeah, same.
Neither?
No.
Yeah, same.
No, but like. Yeah,
We agree.
We
But
agree.
I think Breitling's used to be very popular. The old Navitimes at £2,000-3,000
Yeah.
pound. People used to really
Yeah.
like those pieces, and they're great value, second hand, pre-owned.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people commenting on the Meteorite basis saying it will. Yeah.
No what?
Not really that appealing.
Yeah.
Okay, I disagree.
I have to
sorry.
disagree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they haven't seen one like.
Ray
Rolex,
says
because
Gav
if you
loves
see
a
it-
bang for a
Yeah.
buck. You'll find out, Spencer. Let's go on to our next question, which is apart from Rolex, Patek, and AP, what's the next hot brand going to be this year? Wow. Spencer, we'll start with you.
People have mentioned Gerard Perego.
Yeah, we have seen
which
that.
They're mentioning. I don't know what else there is. Like in the really hot pieces.
Yeah.
Again, it depends what's released as well. If
Yeah.
there's something, another version of the Snoopy or some new Speedmasters.
Yeah, so it really depends on what comes out.
Yeah.
For you, Kaylee.
To be honest, I don't really know. It's a hard question. It's a hard.
It's a hard question.
it's
It
a
is
hard
hard.
question.
Because nobody's
Because-
really knocking on the door, are
No,
they?
because there's no. I wouldn't like when pricing. There's not necessarily anything that I go. Oh my god, look, they're so close to being the same price as a Rolex.
Yeah, see,
At the moment.
Or
Puma,
Patek or AP.
Puma Man
I
offers
agree.
up a comment, which is Omega is best bang for buck, Tudor is a poor man's Rolex. And I come to this marketplace and this show not knowing anything about Tudor,
say
and I
it's
just think actually I wouldn't call it poor man. I just say it's kind of like sensible and
But I
there's-
also think
I don't
still nice
like
watches.
that comment. I
No,
feel
I
a
hate-
poor man.
I
I hate
think that's
that
really
comment.
I just
Yeah.
I think it's really sort of knocking the brand and knocking.
but also
people
knocking
who own
people
it.
that have it.
Yeah.
Like for some
There's
people,
no poor brand watch.
no.
You're still spending
know?
£3,000 on
Yeah.
a watch. Is no
Yeah.
poor man's
No.
Rolex.
And also, I
mean,
think some people get a Tudor before they decide to invest in a Rolex.
Yeah.
That's what they want to.
Start
That's
their
what
journey
they start
on.
exactly
Start
start
their
their
journey
journey
on.
off with. And always, I know a lot of people that have massive collections. They've all got a Tudor in their collection.
Yeah, a few people are popping up comments. Robert Metcalf, Travel and Watches, Crossy Boy, Vacheron.
I didn't think of that.
Vacheron.
Vacheron.
I mean,
I mean, we
They're
don't talk about
overseas,
Vacheron at
I
all.
guess. Right.
Vacheron
Yeah.
Constantine.
Overseas.
The overseas.
Vacheron is the number 4 brand.
Yeah.
Gerard Perego could be the number 5. But it depends. If they bring models out that people love, then yes. But
Yeah.
if they bring things out that are just not that cutting
Yeah.
edge and not, it
But,
depends how
yeah.
well received.
Vacherons
It
are
could-
very popular.
Yeah,
at the
it could
moment.
be Amiga. It could be any of them.
Yeah.
Ian Nicholson says, I love Tudor and never realised I was poor. Apparently you are.
it's
Sorry,
not
Ian.
nice.
Sorry to tell you that.
Sorry.
Another brand I think that's great, that's undervalued, Panerai.
Panerai, yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Mm.
But on a strap, not on a bracelet.
On a
Yeah,
strap
on a
is
strap always.
definitely
Yeah.
better.
Always
Yeah.
on a strap.
Yeah. Had one of those as well.
Yeah.
Once upon a time, a Luminor GMT.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
nice.
Great watches.
Yeah, beautiful. And then the last question we have in this week is from Time and Tested. Hi all, just general thoughts on both 36mm Rolex Explorers, ladies.
I mean,
I'm not a
we've-
big fan of the
We've
bimetal
covered this
one, to be
before. Too
honest.
small.
Not a
Yeah,
fan.
and the steel and gold one, it just does not.
Doesn't look right.
No, and do you know what? I just don't. They're not popular at all.
No.
Don't
Yeah.
have anyone
And
asking
the
for one.
bimetal and the 30.
The steel
Yeah.
one, the
Do you know what I mean?
39
Yeah.
is
The
definitely.
39 was so much better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So much better.
it's actually nice.
Guys, we're coming to the end of our show. Before we do go, I'm just going to remind anybody who's with us now exactly what is happening. The boys are going to
Just the boys.
Miami and
Just
New
the
York.
boys.
The girls are staying to run the Madhouse.
So if anyone wants to come to the office,
could be a good
parties,
time to-
drinks.
We're
Could
gonna
be a
have
good
fun.
time to sell, by the way.
Yeah.
Could be a good time.
Yeah, it could be a good time.
Could
to
be a
sell.
good time. for
Yeah,
everyone to
listen,
sell.
you might get some great deals off Kaylie and Jonilda. I'd certainly check the prices while Spencer's sleeping. See what
Spencer
happens.
is unreachable,
Your camera's
so-
up there. You keep talking to your screen down there, but your camera's up there, girls. You keep talking
Yeah,
to
Gav,
yourselves. Your
I
camera's
think
up
maybe
there.
we're close. I think maybe we'll close up for the week.
You might save yourself some
Yeah.
money. I'm just joking. I have full faith in you two that you will be
Thank
buying and
you.
selling like
Gav.
lunatics, whilst the boys are obviously working hard
And
in
having
shorts
drinks.
and t-shirts and suntan oil. I'll make sure the back of our heads get nicely covered
But I've
where we've
got
got
a
no
question.
hair.
Is Spencer gonna wear a coloured T-shirt or just black?
Well,
We
I'm
have to
telling you
see.
You
now.
can't wear black.
I
it's
will
too
make
hot.
sure that whilst we're away, Spencer wears some colour. He'll be a man of colour.
Lovely.
Actually, just really quickly, Bradman, great comments tonight from him. How nice are Richard Mille? I've never seen one in person. Are they incredible? Do they feel like £300,000? You had one in this week, didn't you?
I had one in. It's just crazy money. I mean, Rolex, Patek, but Richard Mille in rubber
had
and
that
steel.
watch this
you
week
you
and-
saw that watch?
yeah.
I had to verify it for someone.
You wouldn't believe it. That is.
You wouldn't
so
believe
that
it.
Much money.
No,
You just
a
wouldn't.
£250,000.
It was £250,000.
Yeah, it's £250,000
Roughly. You wouldn't believe
No.
it.
But
It's so light. also, I don't know.
Gavin, just to finish off, I was with David Day and we're looking at a few pieces.
Yeah.
Nautiluses, Aquanauts. And I said, David, do you know what? This is more than the first flat I bought. I bought a flat for less money than this watch.
I was in the same block as you, Spence.
I know you were.
I was
I'm
in the
just
same
saying.
block. Do you,
My
remember,
fir-
do you remember what you paid? I do.
Yeah, I know exactly what.
What
I
did you
paid.
pay?
£90,000 with a £10,000 deposit. Yeah, and that was for a 2-bed, 2-bathroom flat
Wow.
back in
Isn't that a dream?
90. Was mine 92
Can
or
we go
95?
back?
Christ, can we go back in time?
92.
Yours was 92. Well, the housing market went down from there because I bought it in 94.
I think he did.
I
go
bought the
down.
I bought the top floor, didn't I?
Yeah, what was yours?
87.
Yeah.
Yeah, 87.
What, the
Well, I
whole
wish
top floor?
Which I had a lift that went up into my
Into his flat.
Into
He
my
had the
flat.
penthouse.
Wow.
penthouse, 87.
That's
It was,
cool.
it was a giveaway. Literally, it was like
Well,
they couldn't
what's-
have given it to me quick
What's
enough.
amazing is we're buying watches, we look at them, we check them, the watchmaker looks at them, transfer the money for more than that of a flat. You think with a flat, it takes 6 weeks to buy it, 8 weeks with a solicitor. It's crazy. It's absolutely
Absolutely
mad.
nuts, isn't it? So before we go, guys, first of all, Bring back Greg and the fragrances. I want to see that on 2022 on YouTube. I want to see Greg back. Just going to remind you that we've got our Watch Guy London boys trip with Paul Thorpe. We're going to have lots of fun there. God, if we make it back alive, it'll be great. Saturday, the 23rd of January, it's our Miami meetup at the Hyatt Miami in the main bar from 6 p.m. It could just be Spencer.
Please, someone go.
Spencer, Paul, and Gavin.
Please.
It'll be the cheapest bar bill in history.
I think we'll have to pay a few people to come along.
I promise you, if no one comes in, Paul will be outside getting all the delegates to come and take this free drinks.
Or anyone else that's in the hotel.
And I'm especially looking forward to the New York meetup. Tim Wright's joining us there. That's going to be, Valerie, which is 45th West 45th Street, Wednesday, 6:30 p.m. If you happen to be some kind of lunatic who thinks you're going to rob us for watches, we will be wearing swatches. You can have all 23 quid's worth that will be on our wrists, and good luck with all that. As always, please give us an upvote. It really does help the algorithms. And looking forward to seeing you all from the other side of the pond in about a week's time. Spencer, take us out.
Thank you, guys. Just remember, if you haven't dealt with this yet, it's only a matter of time.
See you next week.
Bye.